Hello Aquarius, welcome to your reading. Hope you are all well. Thank you for tuning in. I'm going to do a relationship love tarot reading for you guys today. Please take what resonates and leave what does not. For those of you who are not in a relationship or a significant connection or are single, this reading is not for you. So Aquarius, I'm going to pull a card for your feelings, your person's feelings, the connection, any challenges, obstacles and potential outcome and advice. So the card for your feelings, Aquarius, about your person that you're dealing with in love. Your feelings towards your person who you're connected with in love. What are your feelings towards your person, Aquarius? Nine of Cups, feeling satisfied, emotionally fulfilled, grateful, comfortable, happy. Feeling like your desires have been fulfilled, you're content. You have everything that you need with your person, perhaps. Let's get your person's feelings, Aquarius. What is your person feeling towards you and the connection at the moment? The Empress in reverse. So your person could be feeling a little bit opposite of what you're feeling. That there's some sort of lack of growth between you two, or they don't feel supported, or they feel somewhat neglected, unsupported. There's a lack of progress here, or a lack of progression within the connection, or they're just not feeling in the best of places. Feeling a little bit doubtful, blocked, neglected and stunted in some way. What about the connection? What's the energy of the connection between Aquarius and their person? Ace of Pentacles. So a new beginning in stability. A new opportunity for stability, for abundance, money, material stability. This could be you, Aquarius, as well. You could be in a place of material comfort, stability. Perhaps your finances are good, or you've got a business, or you're just quite comfortable in some way or the other. Challenges and obstacles within the connection. Challenges and obstacles with the connection between Aquarius and their person. Six of Swords. About transitioning, moving on, making progress. Personal growth or growth within the connection. I'm getting the energy that your person is stuck on something. Something's blocking them. They're not transitioning from something, or they feel held back by something, or they're holding themselves back from something. Potential outcome and advice for the connection. Potential outcome and advice for the connection between Aquarius and their person. The Fool. New beginnings. Optimism. Freedom. Now there's a heavy energy of potential here. A heavy energy of potential, new beginnings, freedoms, abundance, stability, optimism, fresh energy, taking a risk, moving forward. So I'm getting that your person or you, or there's a potential here, but there's also a lack of growth somewhere. So let's see what that could be about. I'm interested in your person's feelings first, Aquarius. They've got the Empress in reverse here. I want to know a little bit more about that for your person and their feelings. So why is the Empress here in reverse for the person that Aquarius is connected to in love? Why is the Empress in reverse here for Aquarius's person? King of Pentacles. So this person feels like there's not stability, or they're not feeling very stable in themselves. They're not feeling like they're enough, I'm getting. They're not feeling like they're stable enough, like they're enough, like they're abundant enough, or they haven't got the same material comfort that you have, or stability that you have. I'm getting the words money is not enough. Money is not enough. Money is not the be all and end all. So your feelings, Aquarius. 9 of Cups. Why is the 9 of Cups here for Aquarius and their feelings towards their person? Why is the 9 of Cups here? Page of Cups. The card commonly known as when, was it? Pigs might fly. So who's being a bit dreamy here? Who's kind of having rose-tinted glassed dreams, fantasies? Who's dreaming here? Who's not on the ground? All right. So someone's in a dreamy kind of rose-tinted energy, and someone's worried about stability. There's something to do with money here. Material comfort. Someone that's getting carried away with fantasy, illusion. Someone that's making out they're kind of in some sort of fantasy. They're not with reality. They're not grounded. For the connection, we've got the Ace of Pentacles. Why is the Ace... Why is the Ace of Pentacles here for the connection between Aquarius and their person? Why is the Ace of Pentacles here for Aquarius and their person? 4 of Pentacles in reverse. Something to do with money here. Something to do with money, or kind of depending on money or holding on to money. Someone's possibly a little bit stingy with money, or they're very concerned with money, material things, material status. Someone's holding on a little bit too tightly to material comforts, material things, assets, money. Someone who's possibly a little bit too controlling with money, or just very focused on money. Challenges and obstacles. We've got the 6 of Swords. Why is the 6 of Swords here for challenges and obstacles within the connection between Aquarius and their person? Someone feels like there's not enough here. That just came to me. 6 of Swords. Why is it here for challenges and obstacles within the connection for Aquarius and their person? The Lovers. So there's chemistry here. There's an intense kind of chemistry, a sort of passionate, intense connection, quite physical perhaps. But there's also a choice here, a choice to be made, possibly about moving on or transitioning, how one is going to, or how this is going to progress, how the connection is going to progress. Is there a dependency on money here? Is something to do with money? Perhaps one of you are older than the other, or there's a business person here. Okay, someone that's focused on business, money, their career, their business, their money, their finances. And someone feels that that's not enough. Potential outcome and advice. The Fool is here. Why is the Fool here for the potential outcome and advice for this connection between Aquarius and their person? Why is the Fool here for potential outcome and advice? Justice. Balancing the scales. Fairness, responsibility, accountability, a fair outcome. Someone, all right, so there's an energy here of unfairness, or someone that's too heavily focused on money, someone that's too focused on their work, and someone feels like they're not being okay. So someone feels left out here. Someone feels like someone's too, I think your person possibly, there's a person, I'm not sure who it is, but there's a person here that feels like, perhaps it's your person, they feel like you're too focused on your job, your career, your money, your material abundance. And perhaps I'm getting this physical, it's all about money and physical. They feel like there's not much else there. There's a potential here, but someone's very, let's see how it goes. Someone's very busy, I'm getting busy, or someone's very kind of just fly by the seat of they just see there's not enough stability here. There's an offer of stability. There is this potential, but someone doesn't trust it. Someone's questioning someone else's reliability, not when it comes to money, but when it comes to perhaps feelings. Tell me about that Page of Cups for Aquarius and their feelings. The Page of Cups came out for Aquarius and how they're feeling towards their person and the connection. Why is the Page of Cups here? The High Priestess. So your intuition, Aquarius. You're listening to your intuition, or you're needing to listen to your intuition. You're needing to stay grounded, focused, in tune with what your gut is telling you, and not get carried away with fantasy, imagination, rose-tinted kind of glasses. I feel very cut off from this read, and I don't know why. All right, your person, their feelings, King of Pentacles. Why is the King of Pentacles here for your person's feelings, Aquarius? the Fool again. Your person's holding back from going towards this new beginning, or they're but they're not holding back because the Fool is there and it's not in reverse. But the Empress is there. It's very contradictory energy here, because the Empress in reverse is an energy of stunted. There's nothing's growing here. It's so you've got the Empress in reverse, which is nothing's growing. It's not progressing. There's no nothing's producing here. Nothing's come. But then you've got the Fool, which is just going for it. New beginnings, new opportunity, optimism, let's go for it, kind of up for anything kind of energy. And then there's a choice. So this person is questioning whether to commit to you, to make something more stable with you. Let's look at the Four of Pentacles in the connection. Four of Pentacles in the reverse came out for the connection. Why is the Four of Pentacles here in reverse for the connection? Why is the Four of Pentacles here in the reverse for the connection? Five of Wands. Some conflict, friction, tension. Perhaps this is causing some conflict, tension, friction, heated discussion or conflict for the both of you. There's money here. There's something about money here. It's causing tension. It's causing friction. Challenges and obstacles. The Lovers. Why is the Lovers here? Why is the Lovers here for Aquarius and their person in challenges and obstacles? Why is the Lovers here? The Ace of Pentacles. Spirit is not making this one easy for me. All right, let's do justice. I'm going to have to take a minute to meditate on these ones, Aquarius. This one's bamboozled me and I don't know why. There's no moon energy here, so I don't know why I'm feeling so. All right, outcome and advice, potential outcome and advice. Justice is here. Why is justice here for potential outcome and advice for Aquarius and the person they are connected to in love? Ten of Swords in reverse. Letting something go. Your person needs to let something go. They need to release some sort of heavy weight, heavy burden. Balance something out in order to go towards a new beginning. Ah. Is your person, Aquarius, a little bit non-committal? Do they, so this could be a more casual kind of relationship, one that's sort of more towards the more physical aspects of things. But when it comes to stability, commitment, is your person afraid of commitment? Ah, okay. Are they holding on to their independence? they don't know if they want to be committed in a... So this is a relationship. It might have been more on the casual, fun, light-hearted, but a relationship, a connection. You've been together, but it's one that's been more so about fun and physical and heat and passion and all that kind of thing. And now it's kind of moving towards perhaps something more serious. And your person, I feel, is a little bit worried, a bit scared to commit, a bit scared to, you know, make this a more long-term relationship, to build something together, perhaps a home together, moving in together, or starting a family, or buying a house together, or getting married, or whatever it is. There's something that needs to be let go of here, something that needs to be balanced in order for this new beginning to happen, or this beginning in a more, to take things, a beginning taking things to the next level, making things more serious. But there is, I mean, the Fool's here twice, Ace of Pentacles is here twice. It's like your person just needs to let go of this fear of commitment. In a nutshell, they need to let go of this fear of commitment, fear of perhaps this person. Okay, all right, I love it when this happens. Light bulb moment. So this person could have been, they're with you, they've met you, you've been together, but this person beforehand could have been very independent, very much abundant on their own. Perhaps they've got their own business, or they've, you know, they've been a career person, they've been focused on their work and very much independent, sort of single by themselves. And they kind of possibly fear giving up that, although they're with you, they have still, maybe you live separately or something like that, but they've still got this energy of their own independence. They're still very much their own person, even though they're with you. But for them to think about moving in together or going the next level, making something more serious, committed, getting married, moving in together, being together, shared, you know, they would lose some of that independence in their mind. They would become a unit, not just a person and a person with our own lives. We would be together. We would do everything together. We would share everything together. We would live together. And I think that is, they're kind of got some fear there. They don't want to lose their independence. They don't want to lose their sense of their own life, their own independence, their own sort of, yeah. So I'm getting that that's what this is. And obviously that's something that this person, and you're kind of, yeah, you're thinking about this, you're imagining, and you've got things going around in your mind, and what's going on, why aren't they committing, why aren't they, you know, and it's just something that, and it's causing some tension. It's causing some tension, but it's something that your person's got to be ready for. Only they can be ready. You know, you can market it to them. You can, yeah, this is great. We'll be great. Everything will be great. We'll be together. We'll move in together. But you just got to let them come to you on their own, you know. Try not to stress too much. Try not to control the outcome too much. It's, you know, keep doing what you're doing. Enjoy each other. Enjoy your time together, your passions, your intensities, your fun, and then just let it flow. Just let it flow. I'm not seeing anything majorly negative here. I'm seeing the potential. Ace of Pentacles, the Fool. Ace of Pentacles, the Fool. Lot of potential. But it's got to come in its own time. It can't be rushed. And from what I'm seeing here, It's just a little something that your person needs to process on their own, independently. Because they're, by the looks of it, they're very used to doing things independently. And I don't think this is gonna, they need to come to this independently by themselves. And once they do, then all these aces, fools, all this potential can turn into a reality. That's what I have for you, Aquarius. Good luck, best wishes, lots of love. Until next time, bye-bye.